Hey everybody, welcome back to the AI Advantage. I'm Jim, he's George, and this is the podcast where we take big tech ideas and make them work for real businesses just like yours. So whether you're running a shop, scaling a side hustle, or you're leading a team, we are here to show you how AI can help you to work smarter. And in each episode, we dig into the tools, the strategies, and the real life examples so you can use AI without the overwhelm. So today we're going to go into something a little bit deeper. Don't get scared. Coding your own software. But don't worry, this isn't just for developers. We're looking at no code and low code options, what's actually possible now, and how small business owners are building their own tools faster than ever before. What do we got this week, George?
Yeah. You when you think about software development, you think about people have to study computer science, then learn all the code, Python, JavaScript, whatever, building databases, and then
Is COBOL a
front
little
end,
bit too old?
front end, back end, user experience and whatever, right?
Wow.
I remember there was like Flash even when I was growing up, right? Those things. Every language there's like there's adoption period and then you get popular and everybody jump on that and build it off that and now there's so many different languages. Uh, but I have never coded anything in my life. I never, even though been involved in like digital marketing for more than a decade, I understand how to use it. I never got into do HTML codes, right? Like, I mean, that's just HTML, but like I never got into software development. But that all changed once I learned vibe coding. That's a new term now. That's a new term that everybody is using.
Say it
Vibe
again.
vibe coding. So basically it means that you are using tools, most of them are AI powered tools, to code things based off your vibe, not your skills anymore. It's like I feel like I need something like this. And then you just kind of type it in and it creates it. It sounds like science fiction, not more than, let's say 3 years ago, if I tell somebody this is the case, they would have said, no way, that's insane. You can't build a whole fledged software with just text. Like that's impossible, right?
Right.
But remember this few months ago. I saw this TED talk by the CEO of GitHub. He talked about how GitHub is a development software company, right? And then they do a lot of these coding things. Anyway, whatever. Again, I'm not super familiar with that world. All I know is these are the people who help developers. So he was on the stage and he was saying now as they launched their own AI copilot to help developers develop code faster. And he said, as
Wow.
part of our interviewing process, they have a test, usually for anybody who want to apply for a job there, right? Like here's a problem, go code it, and then come back in an hour and see where it goes. And now they have changed that process. Is like they want to know how well you work with AI to help you code. Yeah, right. So they're not, they don't want future hires to just know traditional code. They want you to know how to work with AI to build code faster. Because he said in the presentation, before it was, I gave them an hour, I come back with an hour worth of product. I expect to see the product for an hour of work. But now I'm giving them something that they will not be able to do unless they spend 8 hours on it. But I still give them an hour. And that's how fast AI can push you go forward.
It makes me wonder where the future of coding is going to go, but I don't want to get too far advanced. I want to, let's stay on this for us people like me so I can understand here too.
Yeah.
Um,
So basically, the idea is AI is going to help developers build their software faster, and that was a year ago. And now there's more tools out there like Replit, V0, Cursor that they came out with $100 million valuations that they are just a software where you can kind of tell the tool, tell like ChatGPT. Basically, it's like you go in ChatGPT, tell it what to do, and it will just build it. And it will give you a tool, and you can click a button and it will deploy the tool. So
crazy.
within an hour or two, you will be able to launch whatever you want, basically,
Would
into
it
the.
be, and not knowing much, is this more of a web-based type of output that it's going to give you, or or is it going to create an app for you?
Yeah, it's gonna be a web-based, but you'll have all the codes. So there's all codes. You can build databases, you can build front end, you can build a user experience, you can change it. Oh, give me a login page. Oh, I want a database to store all the input. Oh, make this color into red and yellow or whatever. I mean, it's
Right.
probably not gonna get people to launch it to 100%, but you will get to 80%, and the last 20%, you can now give it to a actual developer to push it into production, right?
Wow.
But it just shortened that gap, and it was really helpful for product managers for big companies. Like if you're a product manager, you're like, I want, if you're Google, like I want to build something to do like a new version of their photo app, and I want it to have this. Before, you will have to, use some sort of visual designer like Figma or something. You go in and you put your pieces here. Okay, it's gonna look like this, and then once you click this button, and then next screen is gonna look like this. Then you show it to your developer. They're like, okay, I get an idea. Then they start creating that for you. But now you're going to developer with like 80% finished product. Okay, I want it to look like this. You click a button, they can go in, they can play with the functionality, and it just saves a lot more time to getting the tools that you want. And also, it's customizable. So whatever your business need, you can do it yourself. Yeah, so I know it sounds kind of crazy. So let me just show you what I've done.
Crazy.
This is a sample.
Okay.
So this, for me, I wanted to create a LinkedIn post creator. Okay. So what I said here was I want to create a LinkedIn post generator that all the user has to do is to copy and paste a link to a news article, choose the custom instructions, press generate, the content will be created. There are different sets of custom instruction. I want to create them and save them for the user to use. So that's my first prompt. Then it's like, okay, absolutely, we'll propose it and build it for you. It goes through this whole process, and I said, okay, now add a database. Sometimes you have to troubleshoot and, test the app along the way. And then I like the min section where I can create and save templates. And then as you go, you're like, oh man, I want that, I want that. And it's like, it would just say, sure, let me help you do that. And it just does whatever you want. It's kind of crazy. And you see these pictures here, these are actually just screenshots. Like if I get the app come out, you're like, I can take a screenshot of this part. Can you change this to do this? And it knows, and it will do it.
Okay. Okay. Hold on a second. Scroll back here. Let's slow it down for us people. Um, okay. So you enter in at the very top. You entered
Oh
in
yeah,
what you want. You gave it. You gave it what it wants, and then it came back. So it went through this couple of. It didn't require any input. It's just going through a process in order to build
yeah,
what you asked for it
yeah.
to
It
build.
it give you like kind of like a preview what it would look like, what we create, and then it asks you it create a rollback point. So it create basically imagine a save spot, like if you're
Yeah.
playing game or whatever, you save your
Yeah.
spot. Okay, and then now does this look right to you, or what do you want? Then you give it more instructions, and then it does it, and then it creates another save spot. Okay, is this what you? Does this look better for you? And then you work with them like as if you were talking to an actual developer, right? Like I don't know if you ever experienced working with.
Where's it showing you some output where you can say I like this, I don't like that? Where
Oh, it was in like, well, I mean, the app is built in, it's already kind of built, but I can show you what the app looked like a little later.
oh,
That's no problem. But as to be sure, they show you what it will look all along the way. Every time you ask to make a change, it will make that change and will ask you, do you like that change? Do you need something else? So, and then I say, oh, I got this error. What can you do? And he's like, oh, I see you're getting a failed to generate LinkedIn post error with 428 status code. This indicate we've exceeded the rate limit for OpenAI API. Let me fix this by adding blah 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 blah, like stuff that I don't understand. So
yeah.
I just talk it to it in normal language.
But it so
And
it it can create, it can have its output can have errors, but once you upload the errors to it, so it's like a human almost. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, you just created this for me, but I tried inputting this and I got this error message. Fix this, and then you give it to it, and it fixes. That's incredible.
Yeah. Now it's like, this is good. I said, I want to have a database that stores all the generated posts. I'll help you set it up. Just set up a data table for storing generated posts and implement the functionality to save and retrieve them. And it just goes and do it. And then it creates a rollback point. Here it is. Is this what you wanted? It's crazy.
And this is just the beginning. This is going to get smarter. We're going to be at a point, I guess, where it's not going to have those error messages in the next couple years.
Yeah, it's like here, okay, yes, I need to add a profiles of users so they can log in and manage their own templates. So only their own templates are visible. Because I was testing this with other people and other people were doing their own templates and everybody see everybody's template. So I'm like, oh, okay, do this functionality. I was like, okay, I will implement a user authentication system so they can log in and manage their own template. Let me break it down in steps. Ba, 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 ba. Let's get started. Let's do this. Let's do this. And while this is happening, you can just eat, do whatever. Doesn't matter. You'll come back in a couple of minutes and it'll be like, oh, I have done it. Can you check if this is right? And that's it. So, and then the craziest thing is once you do everything, you go to a deployment tab and you literally just click deploy and it will create a separate domain under the replit and you can manage the amount of compute power you want. So, I mean, if it's just me testing, obviously very low compute power, let's say you create something and you want 100 or 1,000 people to test, then you can change the bandwidth. So it's all just managed by you. And then they, on the back end, as you use it, they use your credits, but they're fairly affordable. So once you click this link, what it will give you, okay, you know what? Let me just see what it give you. There you go. So you create, it has my name. Let me log out. So it creates this, okay? You got your username, password, what it is. Transform articles into engaging social media content. Okay, so let me put in my login. Hopefully this is still correct. Okay, so now I'm under my account, right? Now I'm under my account. I can now go to template. This is my template, my LinkedIn template right now. Please take your time, analyze the following guideline, blah, blah, blah. I want to write this post, start it with this, makes bold opinion in line 2, keep it under 500 words, blah, blah, blah. Like the custom instructions that you want to give the chat. And once it's created, then you go here. Let's say I take an article. Let's say we go here and I don't know. Let's say Canada Post reach a deal. Okay. I can just now copy this post, right? No, this is a template. It's still here. Throw it into this article. For my LinkedIn post template, I click generate and it will create it for you. And there you go.
Very cool. Now, I don't know if I'm asking for too much, but could I have given this my LinkedIn login information and get it to automatically post for me as well?
Yeah, if you want to build that functionality, you could actually. In there, you can ask the tool to say, okay, now I want to connect this to LinkedIn. Let's see what happens. I mean, it will take very long, but let's see. How I want to connect the output to LinkedIn. Can you connect it to it? And let's see what happens. And now it's thinking. It's thinking. It's trying to figure out what it's trying to do.
I've got another one for you after this.
Okay, I'll help you connect the generated post to LinkedIn. First, let me restart the application and then implement LinkedIn integration. So then it just start to do its developer job.
Damn. Okay. So maybe I'm asking for too much again.
Oh, see here,
Right,
you can just say, okay, what is your LinkedIn access? What's your client ID? These are all the things that you can find out on your LinkedIn account, and then you just type it in, and then you're good to go. Yeah. I mean, it'll take a few tries. It's not perfect. Okay, sometimes you'll get it wrong, or But just like any developer, there's always a troubleshooting piece, right? Like you're like, oh, we tried this and it didn't work, so let's try something else.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out where to go here. All right. Maybe I'm asking for too much again, George. So I'm an advocate for accessibility.
Hmm.
Can I get. Okay, I'm also an advocate for affordable housing. This one might be easier for me to think of. So for affordable housing, can I have it scour the internet for daily news about affordability, every morning around 7 a.m., rewrite the article for me or create a post based on that article for me and automatically post it by 7:30 a.m. every morning.
Yeah,
Where I'm not even doing anything. It's just I log into my LinkedIn account and every morning at 7:30 I see, oh, there's my post.
yeah, it can do that.
Crazy.
Because in here, you're just literally asking it to do something. It's like, I want this to happen and will tell you what you need to do to make it happen. So, I mean, to do something like that, I mean, a lot of these would be great if you have, things of value that you want to create. But even if it's just like, and it's affordable, like to get this, it's $25 a month. Every rollback point is, I think, 25 cents or something. So there's a lot of iteration that you can do with your software. What are you gonna do with $25? If you talk to a developer, yeah, I got $25, and I'm not gonna talk to you, right? So
It's $25 to play with this tool, but I mean, in essence, it just creates your social media article rewrites for you.
yeah, the cool thing
My
is it's customizable. You're building it
wow.
for you, right? Because you want specific topics. And that's what you're creating it for. So another person, now you could say, okay, now I can create something and share with other people, and they can choose their topic, and they can do the same thing. I'll charge them $5 a month or something, like then you have your product.
That's what I was thinking. You just need, yeah. Wow. Holy moly, man.
Yeah. Like it was about a month ago or 6 weeks ago that Replit came out with their new version, and it's a lot faster and not more accurate than what it does. So I can only imagine in like another 6 months or 12 months, it's only gonna get way better, right? Like what I always tell to other people who are, shocked about the progress of AI and how fast we come, and I always tell them, like this is the worst AI you'll ever experience. It will only get better from here.
Crazy. Crazy. Wow. All right. Well, you know what, George? You and I are going to do another episode on Replit here, and I think we're going to walk everybody through just an actual thing of what we're doing there, and we can edit it out so it's not too slow and boring of an episode. But I want to walk through the
Yeah,
client
we can do that
version.
together and then see how it works. I think you'll like the idea for me is, these tools are just tools, right? Like it's about empowering people with the ability to turn their dream into reality a lot easier, right? Like now you are your own marketing department with Canva, you got your consultants in the pocket with your chat GPTs, you got your entire customer service team with 11 labs, and now you can build your own software with Replit. It's the limit. People think about I hear this all the time, and people say, oh, it's going to take my job, or we're all going to be out of job. But okay, sure, that may be true to a certain degree, but I think it's the same back then. Like when cars came out, if your job was to um, nail the horseshoes, you probably lost your job after that, right?
It's called a blacksmith, George.
There's nothing new, like technology will come, things will change, but it has nowhere in the entire, history of humanity has people have this much power to turn whatever they want into their reality.
Well, you're not going to be at risk of losing your job, hopefully, if you keep watching Jim and George on the AI Advantage. And that's it. For all of our future developers out there watching this episode. check out Replit. We're going to come out with another episode here and walk you through it step by step because this sounds like a ton of fun. I want to thank you guys for watching this week. George, very much appreciate it. Thanks so much.
All right, thanks. Talk to you next time.
See you guys.